Hi guys, it's Chris here at Purely Outdoors and we've got a very special video for you today. Have you been looking at the Cadac barbecues and really unsure on what model might be best for you? Well, hopefully in this video we're going to unpack the entire range, work through each sub-model as we go, work out the pros and cons and why it might be tailored for you. So a little bit of background on the Cadac brand. So it is the best-selling camp cooking solution in the market in the UK. It's recently been acquired by Dometic. So the great thing is if you've maybe got a Dometic awning already, you're looking to accessorize it further, well, this is the ultimate companion alongside it. So we're going to go straight into it. We're going to start with our most popular model, and that's the 2 Cook series, and get through all the main details on that, and then we'll compare it to others in the range. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so straight into the 2 Cook series, and as you can see, there's quite a few models within that sub-brand. So what makes the 2 Cook 2, in my opinion, the best seller is A, its price. So you can get this model that we've got here for under £100. And the great thing is with it, it's a traditional sort of tabletop closed barbecue. So flat shut, really nice and easy. But the great thing is with it, and what's made the Cadac barbecue so popular, is that you can go from a burner straight to a grill within the matter of seconds. So a lot of the time where people are maybe cooking a fry up in the morning, or if you're maybe cooking a protein dish with a sauce in the evening, you can have one hob as just a burner with a saucepan on there, and the second a choice of either a ribbed plate or a flat plate to cook your meats and fish. So it's a really versatile option, or you can take off the plates completely and then you've got your traditional 2 burner. So there's loads of flexibility. It sort of means that you're not taking 2 products to the campsite. You're not taking a double burner and a barbecue. It's sort of 2 in 1. And at the same time, the ability to close it down and pack it away really nice and easily. So this one's aimed at pretty much, I'd say, family camping. So when you're taking just the car to a campsite, you've got your boot filled with a tent, you're limited on space. This is great just to slide in underneath. Same in a camper van as well, where you're limited on pack space. It's a great option for either of those. Probably the downside to the 2 Cook 2 is the cooking space that you've got. So you are limited to 2 relatively small plate sizes. So if you're maybe going away with friends or larger families, you might feel that there's not enough cooking room for you, and hence you might be best going for one of the larger Carri chefs in the range. I'd say the direct sort of comparison to the 2 Cook series would be the Safari chefs, which we're going to get onto later, and we'll talk through the key differences between them. But let's talk through some of the other models within that 2 Cook series. And the next would be the 2 Cook 3 Pro. So that's this one here behind. So let me just move this out the way a moment, guys. And you'll see the main difference is, I mean, you're looking at about £30 more at retail, but what it gives you is a couple of extra sort of specification features that come in really handy on the campsite. So with this one, you get the wind deflectors on either side. So if you're cooking on a windy campsite, these come in really handy. And it also comes with 2 handles, one for either pan. So it means you can easily remove them and serve them to a table nice and easily. And it also comes with a coffee pot stand as well. The burner itself uses slightly less gas, so it's more efficient, takes quicker to get to those temperatures as well. So it's just a slightly more efficient unit. But again, both very similar sizes, uses that closed down pack away style as we're seeing on the 2 Cook 2. So 2 really lovely options there. What we've seen new for the 2025 year and going into 2026 is now an FFD version. So that's flame sort of safe technology that Cadac have put in that means the flame will just shut off when it's not being used. So it's just that extra peace of mind. And what they've done with this burner is basically a turbocharged burner. So it means that it actually sits a lot closer to the cooking surface. So it's going to direct that heat a lot better. And it means that basically your pots and pans are going to get to temperature a lot faster. They've also looked at actually the different types of people that might be using these grills. So they've actually brought them out in a 1 burner, a 2 burner like we've just seen on the others, and at the back here we've got the 3 burner. So This one's great for sort of solo campers where you're not having to cook a huge amount. The one downside with this is obviously with the one burner, you couldn't maybe boil a kettle and cook at the same time. It is one or the other. But then they've really brought out this 3-burner, which I feel is just great for larger families, where you're going to be cooking a lot of different dishes. You've got so much more flexibility by having, you know, your burner here for your kettle or your sauces, and then loads of space for your protein. So this is a really lovely option, and still with that design of the close down, just with it being a little bit longer, it's still nice and easy to pack down as well. So that's the 2 cook series, guys. Hopefully that's helps solve any questions. Before we finish, we'll just talk about how we can connect these to gas points. So with the 2 cook, you've got loads of different options. As we can see here, we've got an EN417 cartridge. So this is Cadac's own version, but you can use any other EN417 cartridges on the market. So they will connect to your stove via a quick release mechanism with a hose. So you just need to buy a hose and regulator set that, again, Cadac produce. That'll sit on top of your regulator, on top of your cartridge there. And the great thing with this, you're not having to take a huge bottle with you. So maybe if you're only going away for a couple of nights, you can take a couple of these cartridges and they will serve you really well. The other option is, you might have seen more of these sort of bottle style cartridges on the market. So this is, again, Cadac's own version. And they have brought out a really cool accessory where you can actually sit 4 of them into a casing. So it acts as sort of a power pack with your hose coming off it that can go straight into the side of your chosen 2 cook series. So really good option as well. If you are limited on space, you don't want to take a huge gas bottle with you, I definitely recommend those gas options. But if you aren't limited on space, then you can use these with any Cala gas bottle, camping gas 907, or they can even go directly into a gas point on your camper van or motorhome. So loads of different options. Again, that's one of Cadac's USPs, that they will power off so many different types of gas source. So hopefully that summed up the 2 cook series, guys. Now we're going to jump onto the Safari Chef range and talk through the features on that. Right, next, guys, we've got the Safari Chef range. So this is under the Safari Chef 30. The 30 relates to the cooking diameter that you've got on all of these barbecues. And let's talk about why you might choose this over the 2 Cook 2. So it's exceptionally compact, just like the 2 Cook 2, but compact in a different way. So instead of it being longer and flatter, you'll notice, obviously, it all compacts within itself, comes with a carry bag, and can fit in a box that sort of size. So for sort of smaller camper vans, for family camping, this is a perfect option. The one drawback I'd say on the Safari Chef versus the 2 Cook 2 is obviously you're limited on burners. So you have one larger burner versus 2 or 3 within the 2 cook range. So it means that you can't really do 2 in tandem. You can't have your kettle boiling and be cooking at the same time. It is one or the other, but you have got that flexibility thanks to basically the ring that comes included for your pans, and then you've got your your flat plate and your ribs plate there as well. So you've got that variety. But within the Safari Chef range, classic Cadac styling, there's not just one model to choose, there are 3. But we'll talk through why that is the case. So let's start with the HP version here. So HP relates to high pressure. So what this barbecue is designed for is actually having a gas cartridge, just like this one here, an EN417, screw directly under the barbecue itself. So that means ultimate quick setup. Comes with the piezo ignition as well as all of the other Cadacs in the range. So it's a push start to get your ignition, and then the flame is instantly light. So it's a really fast setup option. If you're not someone that maybe wants to take a big gas bottle with you, whether it's to a day trip, then this is definitely the one I would go for within the Safari Chef range. Obviously, we mentioned what comes included, and as you can see, the box size on this is so compact. As we said, comes with a carry bag, so you can make it really nice and portable, carrying it across to the beach and stuff like that, really nice and easy. If you think maybe you're a couple or a solo camper and you're not needing a huge amount of cooking space, then I would definitely look at the LP version. So LP means low pressure, but what that gives you is a little bit more flexibility on what gas supply you can use. So by purchasing the separate hose kits, you can basically connect this up to a gas cartridge that we saw there, up to a Cala bottle, a camping gas 907 bottle. You can use gas cartridges as well, or even a gas point on your camper van or caravan. So loads of flexibility in terms of gas points. Within the LP version, there are two styles. So you have your basic version here, which comes with a flywheel. So this is a little bit more manual in terms of connecting to your gas supply. So you would have to push the hose directly onto this nozzle here. So it will take a little bit longer for setup. And the only difference as well is you don't get this plate, which can be used as a sort of lid for your paella pot, which again is a lovely deep pan. On the Pro version, you get that all included. So there's not too much difference in price, but I'd say with the quick release mechanism that you get as well on this Pro version, it just makes that setup a little bit easier. So they're probably, I think the Safari Chef and the 2 Cook series are your most compact Cadacs that you can buy. But if you're maybe not too defined by space, you've got maybe a large garage on your motorhome or space in the caravan, and you may be cooking for a family or a group of friends, then let's look at the Carri Chef series, guys. So that's the last one. There's 2 sizes within that Carri Chef range, and we'll run through all the features on those. Okay guys, so last but not least is the Carri Chef series. So this is really catered, as we said, for those larger groups where you needed lots of cooking space. So under the Carri Chef range, you've got a 40 and a 50. So the 40 and 50 literally relates to the cooking diameter on the pans. So again, if you're looking to absolutely max out your cooking area, the 50 probably is the one for you. There's not a huge amount of difference in pack size, so I'll show you both boxes here. So again, not a huge amount of difference. They are bulkier obviously than the others that we've looked at, but again, if you're touring with a larger motorhome, these are going to fit in your garage no problem at all. And it just means, again, when you get out on your campsite, you've got that versatility that is so handy to have with Cadac. So you've got a huge burner on these, again, great for really large saucepans in the morning, whether that's cooking your porridge or boiling a large kettle for a group of people, or then you can really then quickly switch between the flat pan that's slightly deeper with the Carri Chef range. So you've got more depth on the pan, so a little bit more variety on what you can cook on there. And then you've got your really large ribbed plate as well, that's obviously designed for your barbecuing. All of that, both models as well, include a lid, and it's got a built-in thermometer as well. So if you're someone that wants to make sure that you get in your proteins to the correct temperature, that's a really handy little feature to have. So one change that's coming in for the 2026 season is the 40 is going to be increased in height a little bit more, so it's going to mirror the 50. So some people have said that they feel it's slightly too low, so Cadac have addressed that for the upcoming season. But a lot of the features are the same between two. It is literally down to the cooking space. But what's great with the Carri Chef series is actually you can buy them as combo kits. So you can buy the 50 that we've got here on display. This is the paella pan combo. So if you're someone that thinks they're going to be cooking your paellas, your large rice dishes, then look at the size of pan that you get included within this combo set. So the great thing is you can tailor the Cadac bundle that you feel you need for what you're going to be cooking, or you can just get the standard 2 plates and the burner ring. So completely up to you. Again, there's loads of specification on this, loads of features. I would definitely check out our website to fully read those through. But these really are the pinnacle of the Cadac range. If you're not limited on space, but you want a really versatile cooking option, then I would definitely look at the Carri Chef range, guys. So hopefully that's answered a lot of questions in general across the different models. But by all means, if you've got any comments or any further questions, just drop them below. And just before we finish, it's definitely worth mentioning that Cadac really are the masters of accessorizing their products. So whether you're someone that wants to add pizza stones, cleaning solutions, they have literally got it all in the range. So again, all on our website, definitely check through those guys. But hopefully this has been a really helpful buying guide, and it's been really good to actually get them all out on display. You can see them in our showroom. All models will be available to have a look at as well, so you can compare yourself in person. But as always guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.